Top of the 130 to you, chat. Oh, I see somebody's like, should this be live by now? Yeah, I started getting ready to do this at like an hour and a half ago. But you know how, or at least I know, I should know better than to think that I can do any of this quickly. But I am very excited today to finally, and I say finally, it's only been like I took a day break to write because knew I was going to have so much to write about. Like an hour and a half anyway, ago. Does everything seem to be going good? You guys are seeing me? Or at least I know, I should know better. Alicia is like way ahead of me now. I've only actually played through like the first hour or so of the game, but I played through it 3 times because in the course of like writing the script about the intro, I kept playing it over and over again. Anyway, does everything seem to be going good? You guys are seeing me? Well, thank you, Garbanzo Meatball. Glad you could make it. This is going to be kind of a low-key stream for those of you who didn't see the last one. I'm trying something here. This is what I'm sort of calling like a work stream. And what that means is my primary focus is going to be on playing the game, taking notes, maybe writing a little bit of the script, although I don't typically do that too much while I'm playing it. But basically I'm going to go long periods of time without really looking at chat. So, and I probably won't be talking that much because it's very difficult to, you know, pay attention to a video game and yap about it at the same time, as numerous Let's Players and streamers over the years have shown. Long periods of time without really looking at chat. But yeah, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hope you all enjoy it. Won't be talking that much because it's very difficult to, you know, pay attention to volume good and yap about it at the same time. That'll be okay. As numerous Let's Players and streamers over the years. There's an echo on my mic. Is there? Oh, I know why. Yeah. Welcome to the chat. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. I'm glad I saw that. That would have been unfortunate. Okay, did that fix it? Should have fixed it. Wait for chat to catch up. Make sure you put on your wrist straps. Cool. Yeah, I had one of the tabs open. That's why. And yeah, you can see here, this is my actual playthrough, file 1. And then I played through it twice more. My wife and I went to her college, and we went to the library, which is open 24 hours right now. That's really nice, because it's, you know, so close to finals. And when I say her college, it was actually my college as well. It's where I came up with the name The Geek Critique, and I often do writing there. But anyway, we spent a couple hours in the library, and I had my Switch Lite with me. So I played through the intro like 2 more times just in the course of writing. But alright, I'm going to get to it now. And I'll probably check back in on you guys in about 30 minutes to an hour. It kind of depends on on how the game goes. But yeah, be cool till then. Start recording. Here we go. Loading screen. Very important that you capture footage of the loading screen.
Samus, I'll follow you to your objective. Check the map if you get lost.
Check the map, that's a good idea. I'm already lost. Oh, wait, no? Zoom. Oh, I'm trying to go over there. Well, that's like a long ways away. Probably that's where I went through. Need to find like another door. Oh, it's left and across the hall. Okay, that's gotta be it. I am slightly better at navigating in 3D space than I was back when I made the original Prime videos. And I credit that series with, like, kind of forcing me to get better at that. But I am still very well below average in that regard.
Massive tree.
It is a massive tree.
Thousands of years old.
I've also decided to go ahead and give up on, like, trying to scan everything. One, because it just doesn't fit my playstyle very well. It always throws me out of the game to constantly be doing that. Also because it just makes, like, editing footage so much harder. Because when you show, like, when you show scanning in a video, you worry that the viewers are going to be, like, reading what's on screen and not paying attention to what you're saying. The way to the temple. So, I mean, I'll scan a little bit, but I don't want to overindulge in it, I guess. Those Lemorn who follow the path will come to the altar connecting the past and the...
Can you read that? Hey, does that say anything about this place?
I like how Samus is just, like, completely... hasn't said a single word to him.
Something's happening.
Ooh, it's one of these.
Seriously, how'd you do that? They really don't want anyone in here. Must be a sacred space. I've never seen anything like this. It's beautiful. I'm just gonna stay out of your way. You let me know when it's clear.
That's the good kind of buddy right there.
Moving up. Dynamic reconfiguration of a suit. Oh, fascinating. Coming over the side. Try your missiles, Sam. Might be able to launch it right off the bridge.
Oh, I forgot that I had missiles.
Oh, I'm hit. Whoa, you sent that one flying. This is the last stretch. I'm going for it. Cover me.
Yeah, it's not going well. About 5 minutes in, Samus and Miles attacked on the bridge. Good to take footage notes as you go. Save your life when you get to the edit. That reminds me of Slippy Toad. I got one! Oh. Oh, you do. He can get knocked down. But does knock down. I would assume.
Oh man, I
That's kind of cool.
That was a close one. I wasn't sure we were gonna make it. Thank you, Samus. I can see the door, Samus. I'm good.
Where even are you? Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that this isn't one of those, like, incredibly classic cases where, like, you never see this in games anymore, but there for a while there was a trend where, like, you'd have a buddy following you,
That is a view.
and, like, if they got killed, then, like, you got a game over, and, like, okay, that tree is really beautiful, though, jeez. I don't think I actually got a good look at it before. Man. But yeah, it's been a long time since we've had anything like that. And I don't think that that's how it's gonna work. Probably just gotta go back and get him if he does get knocked down.
What is this place?
Okay. Grab the ball.
I have no idea what we're doing, but it feels like it's working.
Yeah, that's my thoughts exactly. Ball number 2.
Well, I'll be. It did work.
I need to not wear the wrist strap. Means I gotta, like, keep my hand on the mouse at all times. A charged psychic beam that can be controlled via telepathy. Ooh. Okay, this sounds pretty sick. Control beam. Gonna check in on chat real quick, make sure there's nothing bad going on. Welcome to Shadzo.edgy and Sadudyoyo. Sadudyoyo? I talk to you on... I should really know how to pronounce your name. I talk to you on Blue Sky all the time. I recognize it, I just don't know how to say it. Yeah, I think the strap makes some sense if you're going to be using, like, the Wii U pointer, or the Wii pointer style controls. I tried those out earlier, by the way, and they work really, really well, too. But doesn't make a lot of sense for mouse mode. At least to launch a maneuverable control beam shot. Okay. Use the right stick to steer. Really? Even in mouse mode? I'll figure it out.
You found something for your suit, didn't you?
Ooh, so you can charge... Wait. Charge beam and release to shoot the control beam. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, mouse mode still works. I think that has the potential to integrate really well into like both combat and puzzle solving. That's pretty cool, though. And then you've got like a marker showing like the direction you're currently traveling towards. Okay, but what if? Oh. No reaction.
I bet I could upgrade my suit to do morph ball. Wait, I'm not that flexible.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Based on what happened with like the space pirates testing. Oh, I went the wrong way. Of course I did. Yeah, there's that really funny logbook entry in Metroid Prime where the space pirates have been like trying to copy the morph ball. It does not work out well for them.
No way. A Mark 99 mech? I'd recognize that frame anywhere. Mark 99 mech, this is Samus Aran. Bounty hunter? You know her. She's famous. You look very familiar. Betsy? What are you doing here? I worked on her back at base. I'll take a few scans. Maybe we can come back here and get her.
Guy's such a nerd.
Poor baby. She's torn apart. If we could find the missing pieces, I bet we could get her up and running again.
Oh yeah, we're gonna pilot our own Metal Gear at some point in this game, aren't we?
I poured my heart and soul into that mech. Poor Betsy.
Yeah, I guess I should have read that. Extremely powerful explosives.
Poor baby. Look at this place. This planet's tech is a marvel.
Man, I don't know why.
I want to poke around, but
The mouse mode's really hurting my arm today.
without a translation key.
Yeah, I was expecting that to get me somewhere. I mean, I know there's another door right over there, but still.
See? The button pushing strategy always pays off. But I do not know what to do next. So, Samus, you give it a try? Wait, you can interface with their tech, which means you can understand it, which means you've received translation data, which opens up a world of possibilities. Once I get this working, we can use this tech to our advantage. I just need remote access to your logs. Oh, this data chip. You think it'll work? Wow, that is fascinating. Thank you. We'll put this here. Let's see. This should do the trick. All right, look at that! We got power! Well, one door is still locked, the other one is malfunctioning. Hey, but it's progress! Okay, all this is gonna take a while to figure out, so I'm gonna stay here if you wanna scout ahead. It's about to get real nerdy in here.
I feel that, dude. That familiar feeling when you're really excited about something and then you worry. You worry about how people are looking at you. Of course, the problem is my reaction to that was always just to talk even more and even louder. Gotta fill those awkward silences.
If the door isn't working on this side, can we interact with it from the other side?
I bet we can. Yeah, I just did that too fast.
That's one way to fix it.
I think I might try saving mouse mode for, like, combat situations. Just playing with dual sticks like this. I don't know what it is. Like, I sit here and use my mouse, my computer mouse all the time anyway. But it's like the ergonomics of the Joy-Con just aren't quite right. Oh, and I did try just plugging my mouse into the Switch too. That works with some games, but not this one. more concussive than that, I guess. Yeah, what Miles said earlier about like I don't know what I'm doing, but it feels like it's working. That's held very true. Psychic recording. Is this like even where I need to be? Can I, can I do anything with this right now? Am I missing something really obvious? Looks like it. Oh. Yeah, okay. I think I get it. The PK stone. Okay. Ooh, is it time for the obligatory weird Metroid plant boss? Carvex. Carvex. Already been Metroid fused. Exactly what I just wrote. Carvex, obligatory weird Metroid plant boss. I'm also capable of being both rigid and flexible. Yep, now there's more than one. Okay, I think I need to reveal them. That's probably going to be it. Okay. Yeah. Last long enough? Yeah. She sounds so freaking anguished when she takes damage now. I like the control beam. I'm already kind of wishing there was a way to make it move a little faster. I mean, maybe there will be later. We'll see. It's going to make things more complicated. Bad time for that. If you didn't want to die, you shouldn't have let that Metroid fuse with you. Kick bomb. Oh. Okay, that could get complicated. I kind of see where this is going. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I think that's how the game intended me to do that, but that works too. I don't want to go to an alternate dimension. Strong enough pull. Maybe I'll get the grapple beam soon. We're back here. One of 5.
Samus, do you copy? Booyah! Long-range comms are back online. Oh, did you achieve your objective? There's something I want to talk about. Meet me in base camp?
There's a tunnel off to the side here. Oh, it's one of those things. Yeah, I don't... Or can I? Oh, yep, I think I can now. I know it's the dumbest thing, but I'm always so proud of myself when I notice stuff like that. Just because, like, it's the simplest thing. It's the game practically handing it to you. But I have such a history of just completely missing things like that. It's just nice to know that I'm a little bit better than I once was. Although now I'm just wondering... Like... Oh, well, I guess I couldn't have gotten through that door anyway, so I guess that's just where I had to go, wasn't it? Okay, I'll stop feeling good about myself then, that's fine. I'm so smart, I did exactly what the only thing to do was. I like how much more this game has, like, non-hostile wildlife. Like, on Talon 4 and Metroid Prime 1, it made sense that everything was hostile. But, you know, that was also partly down to just the capabilities of the GameCube. Like, you didn't have a lot of room to spare on things that weren't strictly necessary. So I think it's really interesting that they start you out in this, you know, mountainous rainforest environment that, you know, really lets them show off how much more powerful hardware has become since Metroid Prime 3. And speaking of, I should probably note this down. 36, 30-ish. Not as inevitable as they say, huh? Oh. Have anything I can do with this yet? No. Wonder how that's going to work. In another game, I'd worry that was going to be like microtransactions. Don't think that's going to be the case here, though. I remember when Metroid Dread came out, there were articles talking about how unusual it is these days to have like a single-player, full-price game that doesn't have any microtransactions or any plans for like major DLC or anything like that. And yeah, definitely getting that impression here too. It's nice though. I play so few like AAA scale video games that aren't from Nintendo that it's still not that unusual to me.
Man, they did not design these for humans. Oh! Whoa! You are sneaky quiet, you know that? Hey, I'm glad you're back. That data you gave me earlier is really coming in handy. I've been able to translate the Lemorn language. This planet, Viros, doesn't appear on any of the known star charts. Might as well be a ghost. I tried sending out a distress signal, but there is no activity in this sector. It is eerily quiet. We could be anywhere, or we could be nowhere. According to these maps, we shouldn't even be here. From what I gather, the only way off this planet is to retrieve 5 teleporter keys. Now, I'll do some digging to see if there's any way I can support you. Now that our comms are working, we should be able to share data. I can provide you with intel from here. What do you say? Teammates? Excellent. Hey, stay safe out there, Samus. I'll be here if you need me.
I mean, as long as you don't arbitrarily tell me I can't use the Varia suit or something. Nah, Samus would never listen to that. What are you doing?
Seems like the Fury Green Guardian was corrupted from being fused with a Metroid.
It's true.
Be careful, Samus. You won't have me there to watch your back.
Current pass to the electrodes. The second thing I've come across that has like something about needing electricity. I don't think this would do it. Yeah. Guess I should write that down. Yep, seems like I might be getting more, like, elemental powers at some point. Elemental psychic powers. Okay. Yeah, I was paying attention. Oh, there's some electricity. Yeah, this seems like a good idea. God. That's cool that it switches back to first-person view for, like, the reveal of where you've ended up. A misfire, yeah, you don't say. I don't understand exactly why Samus thought that would be a good idea. But I guess it was just the best way to get around, or so she thought. Ooh, memory crystals. The mission screen for details. Oh, yep, okay, that got added. And there's room for one more thing over there. Let's see. Ooh, am I on, like, a world map? It says, like, enter zone. Hmm. Despite doing my very best to avoid being spoiled on anything, I do, of course, know about the bike. They're incredibly expensive amiibo. Psychic boot. Hmm?
What you see in front of you is the entrance to the closest area with a teleporter key. If you want to
In
contact
front
me
of me.
going forward, use the radio command on the map screen. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mackenzie. What do you mean in front of me? There's a lot of things in front of this. Maybe that. I gotta collect more green crystals, though. They made it pretty satisfying to collect anyway.
Viola, Tanzahaden, Aldush, Kalastek Tetalinisgret, Chan Brazil, Kurutin Bagnaishut, Elijah's Krashan Teth Azar, Viola Arutsan Vanda, Kaushusik, Kasarech Abeman, Shukich Ansuti, Nanten Tashent, Kasarech Dastil, Abelan Eldasitan, Shalif Atzarin Safar, Tashantir, Gamma and Daranit. Shandra, Netzelan Tasante, Kasarech Dastil. Kinala Silan Virus, Rosanate.
Yeah, I forgot to say it after that last scene, but it is interesting that, like, that sort of confirmed, okay, we're still apparently on the planet called Vuros. Vuros. Because that's not the planet that was mentioned during the opening prologue, where, like, Silex showed up and then there was that big energy explosion or whatever. So we have apparently ended up on a different planet. Also, that explosion, like, it encapsulated Silex himself and everybody in the base. So it's like, did everybody and everything end up here? A lot of mysteries. Electrifying the lock. Yeah, gotta find some electricity. I also noticed the game auto-saves, by the way. Which makes me think you probably don't actually have to get to a save point every time. Always gonna have trouble, like, accepting that, though. That would explain why it seems to me like save points are a lot more spread out than they were in the earlier games, though. I was doing something. Oh. What were we just talking about? Hmm. Well, what are you attacking me for? I thought I was the chosen one. Wanted to see how this works. Ooh. Heck. Huh. That's weird. thought that's where I was earlier. Where I got, like, the psychic powers in the first place. Maybe that denotes, like, how far how far this thing can go? Yeah, I think that's it. This is feeling slightly worryingly Death Stranding-ish. I don't think that's where it's gonna go, though. But I don't know how to activate the Viola spinner. Yeah, I don't think that's a... Of course. I feel stupid, but I know it won't last for long.
If you find a small opening, you may be able to get through using Morph Ball.
Okay, well... maybe there's one on the other side? There we go. This hadn't come up here yet. Yeah, use caution. Alright. Been recording for about an hour, so it's time to stop for a bit. I'm not talking to you. And I'll check in on you guys. How's it going, chat? Oh, the autosaves are few and far between. That's good to know. Everything been going well? Okay, so somebody said, how you liking it better than Prime 1 to 3 so far? It's way too early to say, honestly. I would say it is capturing my attention better than Prime 1 did at first, anyway. But, yeah, like I said, too early to say. Yeah, I'm always going to be more of a 2D Metroid fan myself. What would we do without Mackenzie? Hang on just a second. It is Opal. I mean, I don't feel like McKinsey has like told me what to do yet. At least nothing that was like an actual puzzle. He's kind of been he's kind of been mostly like useless so far in like a good way. I mean, that is a good thing. But I do kind of appreciate just having the option if you need it to open the map and, hit the radio button. I mean, I've Prime 1 is the only Metroid Prime game that I've beaten more than once at this point, oddly enough, because I played it for the channel. I did the video on it, and then I actually beat it again when the remastered version came out. And I weirdly kind of enjoyed it more in that context, I think because it didn't like feel like work. And also by then I had played, the other two games in the series and had a little more patience. But nonetheless, I would still say that Prime 2 is my favorite of the three. This is Opal. You staring at the camera? She's waiting for me to put her down. But yeah, I was talking earlier about the amiibo, and I saw them. They're so freaking beautiful. Like, I watched an interesting Kit and Krista about this. How like the amiibo when they started were sort of intended to be bought by people who didn't have a Wii U, which was most people, and it was a way of like keeping Nintendo's characters, in front of people, like on store shelves. And so they were priced to be like impulse buys, right? Impulse being still $13. That's not nothing, but what's happened though, of course, the Toys to Life space has just completely died out. So what Nintendo has done now is they're much higher quality than they used to be, but they're also much more expensive than they used to be. And that has only been exacerbated further, of course, with tariffs being what they are. So yeah, as cool as like the Samus on Viola, how do you say it? As cool as that is, I can't justify that. Not even for a video. Not even with a tax write-off. Most people should be ashamed of themselves. Yeah. Why didn't y'all buy a Wii U? Anyway, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. Be right back. Oh, I don't have a be right back screen on this. Oh well, y'all know. As Batista once said, I'm back! Let's see what we got here. Phone of the bike, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what the amiibo functionality is, so I'm glad if they're gonna be that expensive, at least it's nothing major. At least it's nothing like Samus Returns had the fusion suit, and I remember making a big deal about that in the video. Let's see, do you feel it's possible as a seasoned gamer to play games without analyzing them subconsciously? Immersion feels harder for me because I think something like, oh, that's what the devs want me to do. Well, so I guess I think about it a little bit differently because when like it's easy for me to get in the habit of doing this. And by this I mean playing a game and even if I don't intend on making a video about it, my brain just sort of instantly like automatically leans toward the thought of what would I say if I did make a video about it. And I've gotten better over the years at kind of separating those two mindsets. But for a while, like I remember when I was trying to play Kingdom Hearts 3, which I made it through the Toy Story world. Please applaud. That's as far as I made it, is what I'm saying. But the whole time I was playing it, I was just constantly, even though I knew I wasn't going to make a video on it, because boy, you do not want me to make a video about Kingdom Hearts. That would just, that would upset people. But, nonetheless, like it just kept bouncing around in my brain. Like, what would I say? What would I want to do? How would I want to frame this? What would I want to compare it to? And that did, I think, for a while until I kind of got a handle on it, make it not hard to play games for leisure, but just like I don't know. But see, I want to say like it makes it feel too much like work, but like I enjoy thinking about games that way, so it's not even that. It's just like it made it. I guess it just made it a little harder to like kick back and enjoy and relax and, like you said, get immersed in a game. I could make a good video on Kingdom Hearts. It's just it'd be putting myself through a lot, I guess. But anyway, big news: the Josh Needs New Equipment fundraiser, which I haven't mentioned yet, but is up here. That has actually. How do I change this again? There we go. That is currently at $160 of $150. So thank you guys so much for that. So I talked about this on Blue Sky a while back, a couple days ago. What I'm basically going to be doing is the entire time that I'm working on this video, I'm running a fundraiser, a parallel fundraiser for new equipment. And in this case, the thing that I wanted to get was a new capture device, because this thing is like 7 years old and was really... It's a little bit temperamental, but the major thing, though, is it can only do up to 1080p 60. And of course, this game, 4K 60 mode, has a 1080p 120 mode, and it'd be nice to capture that. So that was like the first milestone. That's what the 150 was for, because I found a good... I've always been an Elgato guy. Their current thing seems to be right around $150. So, yeah, thank you so much for that. The next thing I'm gonna be getting... I think it'd be cool to have one of those, like, hangy green screens. Those, like, things that you can move. So, I guess I'll just go ahead and price that real quick. Since we already hit the first one, like I said. Like a hanging green screen? What do those run you? Oh, that's much cheaper. Okay, that's not too bad. Got some pull-down ones. Yeah, but are the cheap ones good? Let's set it... Alright. This is number 2. Gonna be 0 out of... I think I could do it I think I could get a pretty good one for about 50. So let's go with that. And again, thank you guys for donating. If you want to send a one-time donation, Ko-Fi is good for that. Patreon, of course, is a monthly, like, recurring sort of thing, but you can nonetheless just send in one donation on Patreon and cancel immediately, and then you'll still have, like, say you, like, $15 a month gets you into the Discord, which is the Inner Ring. Fantastic community. Love everybody in there. Hi to anybody who's watching. But, you know, even if you cancel immediately, you'll still have, like, the benefits for the entire month. But okay. So again, thank you to people who are donating. Thank you to everybody who's watching. Hope this is like I've was talking about at the beginning of this. I don't know how big the audience for this is, right? But I thought it would be kind of cool if my full first playthrough of this game is out there. And if you could kind of, you know, see my process and see how I do this stuff. So yeah. All right, I'm going to get back to it. Actually, hang on a second. Before that, I think I'm going to go with the Pro Controller now. And it's connected to Alicia's Switch. All right. By the way, you guys, like, stream's still going good. You guys can hear me okay? Yeah, nobody said anything. I'm sure we're good. Gotta get reset. Now with the Pro Controller, you do have this thing where when you, I noticed the Joy-Cons work like this too. Like right now, there's no motion controls, but if you hold down the lock-on button, then you can use motion controls to like aim within that. But of course, you can also use the right stick too. And yeah, I know that can be turned off. Yeah, I'm about to get that motorcycle, aren't I? I wish I had a run button. That's kind of funny. We just went into a cutscene for Samus to run all the way to the other end of the tunnel. I'm loving the names of areas in this game, by the way. Fury Green, Volt Forge, Chrono Tower. Yeah, this place is sick. Facility core. I thought that said fertility core. That was back in the Chrono Tower. Scan all of the equipment containers. What are you doing up there? Now there's resilient as it said. Oh, yeah, it is. No, it's not. There she is. Suit printer. Oh. I have to put on my special my special bike riding suit to get on, don't I? Need to activate it? Oh. Just gotta scan it in the right place. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Samus, copy. Finally, I got through. Lightning storm is playing tricks on my comms.
already did.
To reach the next tower, you'll need to open the big door in this room. But without power, you won't be able to unlock it.
All right, this is a little on the nose.
Good news is, the generator is right down here.
Oh, okay.
To get there, you'll need access to the lower levels. There's an elevator that will take you down. Would you like to hear that again?
No thanks, Adam. I'm good.
Stop by the safe station. Oh boy, this storm's picking up. You might be on your own from here.
That's a pretty good way of handling it. Yeah, like, I know, I guess, I'm such a huge fan of this series. I don't, like, Metroid purists, I don't know what I'm trying to, like, how exactly I want to put that. I know some people are really gonna hate that. It's not that different from Fusion, I don't think. And in any case, like, I don't feel like I need it, but at the same time, I feel like there was definitely a time when I would have. You know what I mean? Like, as long as it's not too overbearing, I don't mind, like, when a game, especially this early on, sort of points you in the right direction. But, I know there are going to be some very divergent feelings on that sort of thing. I mean, there's a reason Fusion used to be the controversial one. Yeah, I knew what to do there just from the design of this room. That's cool. That's a neat detail. Don't know why I'm still breaking those. I'm at full full capacity. God, just the amount of mechanisms in Metroid Prime games has always been so over the top. Like the amount of sci-fi detail in the world. Why is it on the other side, underside of the platform? They all have that. Huh. Hey, those guys. No, I thought they might be trying to show me something. I didn't mean to do that, but it works. Huh. Barely. That's probably a good idea. Guess I'll go in there first. Oh. Yeah, I see what I need. Ooh, I talked about this in the script, but this is something... Like, I was talking last time about how good it feels just to pop in and out of the morph ball. I was sort of, like, playing with that and seeing how it works. There's a couple of things. For one thing, there's just the fact that going in and out of it is so much faster now than it used to be. But also, you get, like, this third-person movement for a little bit as the camera zooms back in. The camera is really, really good about, like, behaving and, like, keeping you focused on, like, pointed in the same direction. And also, when you come out of it, if you start hitting the fire button, like, the camera zooms back in faster to put you back into control faster. So, it's one of those things where I think if I didn't have the original Prime, like the Prime trilogy to compare it to, you wouldn't even notice it, because it's been thought through so much, and it feels so much more natural than it did before. And it was good before, so... Good example of this game's, like, higher polish. In terms of gameplay mechanics. That just seems like a good idea. Preempt some of these things. Not that I think it'll make a difference. I bet it's going to be currently offline. You know, I was joking earlier about this game having, like, a crafting system. I'm beginning to think it's going to have motorcycle crafting. Those things do hurt, don't they? A little bit. Maintenance take. That sounds good. That's neat. Yeah, everything in this facility is going to activate sooner or later, isn't it? I don't know how I feel about all of these, like, these signs, basically. Like, telling you, directing you, I guess trying to help you keep your bearings. Not that I'm complaining about it, it just, like, 3D environments and 3D maps like this do really, like, throw me for a loop. I have trouble keeping track of where things are in them. I just feel like this kind of indicates that they knew this was going to be a problem, especially to be throwing this stuff at you this early in the game, like this multi-tiered map design. Because, like, in Prime 1, you didn't really get into stuff too much like this until the, what's it called? The pirate facility toward the end of the game. At least nothing this complicated. But the environments are so freaking sick. And this is a great, like, thematic contrast to the first area, Fury Green. What's this called? Volt Forge. That I wasn't going to scan everything, but I'm just kind of... I don't know. I'm enjoying it more than I expected to, I think. It does really help that the scan logs, like the text for them, takes up so much more of the screen now than it did in, like, you know, the 4x3 GameCube games. And even in Prime Remaster, they kept the text box the same size. Like, you can fit a lot more text in these boxes. Let's do it the cool way. You know, I am a little surprised, considering I'm a little surprised that when you're in the Morph Ball, you can't control the camera with the right stick, you know? Like, it makes sense that on the GameCube, you wouldn't be able to do that. Not that there's really any reason there either, I don't guess. Just, you know, it wasn't so commonplace back then. But yeah, I can't really think of a reason, unless the right stick is going to be used for something later in Morph Ball mode, which is totally possible. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just I just now got into a situation where I just automatically tried to swing the camera around right here so I could face toward the bomb slot. And of course it didn't work. God, these environments are just... they're killing me in the best way. I've really come to have a big appreciation for, like, good environmental, not just storytelling, but design as well in video games. That's another reason that I enjoy the Prime. Like I enjoyed Prime 1 in the remastered form a lot more than I used to. This game is definitely knocking that aspect out of the park so far. Oh. That's not where I was supposed to be, huh? What am I trying to do here? Oh, I think I have to make it back there. Okay. Oh, I see. That's why those rooms are... that's what those rooms to the side are for. Oh god, this is so much of an incline.
Oh, good. We're back online. The facility's power has been restored. Once you return to the top floor, there will be the next tower.
Like that, this mechanism is just so freaking cool. Oh, I thought I could stand on that. I was gonna go get a closer look. It looks like you should be able to I can't, can I? No. Yeah, the environmental design and the mechanical design in this series is just second to none, man. What are those things? It's unfortunate that I have such a viscerally negative reaction to the mere mention in fiction of the words AI, but I do. Like these days, I always have to kind of like separate one from the other. Ooh. Yep, everything in here is going to be trying to kill me now. I can make it. No, I can't. Jesus. Okay, he said go back to the top floor. Guess that's probably all there is to do. You're damn right. I'm gonna do that. Oh, that's so cool. It's me. I'm a ball. I haven't been able to make these maps a lot, very much more comprehensible to me in all these years, though. It's okay. I've gotten a little better. Who could have seen that coming? Listen, I turned you guys back on. I think you'd be nice to me. I like how they bounce around when you hit them. That's kind of fun. But is Nolan North here to voice the defective ones? Okay, do I need to, like, get in there again? Yeah, the maps feel as wonky as ever. I guess that's... Like I'm probably need to fall in there somehow. Or maybe not. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I don't know if I could have done that on my own. I just didn't notice that thing. I'm defective. Just love how you can see every individual piece of the process ongoing. This is going to be a really weird specific example, but stuff like this always reminds me of like that room at the very end of the game. Actually, no, all of Smithy's Factory is kind of like this. Like, you see the production process going on as you go deeper into it. In Super Mario RPG, if I didn't say that. When I say Smithy's Factory, I just assume everybody knows what I'm talking about. Okay. I think I actually needed to be back up there, though. I think. Isn't that, like, where I just came from? Linked terminal... Oh, yeah. God, that's really obvious. That's another thing that you didn't really get much of in the GameCube days, is, like, physics objects. This was back before Half-Life 2 invented physics in video games. Should I go... Let's see what's this way. Is that where I need to go? Yeah, that's where I need to go. Okay, so since that's where I need to go, gotta go see what happens if I go the wrong way. Oh, it's just back here. Alright. Neat. Everything's still going good. Sonic invented physics in video games. Yeah, true. Oh, we've had no dead hedgehogs here yet. Oh, this is part of the production line, isn't it? And it just froze like this. That's why there are bikes on the bottom of all the platforms. See, I probably can't do anything in here yet, or can I? I don't think so. I was worried about that. I continue to not entirely know what I'm doing, but it seems to be working out for me. Okay. Yep, can't do that yet. This is probably just gonna bring me back down. Oh yeah, that's all it's doing. God, Alicia is way further ahead than I even thought she was. Because I glanced at her screen and she was on the bike. This gonna be like a fast travel system later? Alright, I think it's time.
Are you back on the top floor? Anything you can activate now that the power's back on?
I don't see anything, no.
On the way to the next tower. With this storm, we might lose signal, but
I think I'm gonna go save first and start one more new video file. I have way more than enough to talk about for another riding session, but I really wanted to, like, make it to the bike before I stopped again. This will be session 5. Viola, I would assume. How's it going, chat? Yeah, I loved how the music changed once the power came back on. That was great. Yeah, this game started development, well, it probably started development around like 2016, 2017, considering that's when it was announced. It restarted, I think that was the beginning of 2019, wasn't it? So, yeah, that long. My uncle works at Valve, and he said he invented the concept of physics just for the sake of Half-Life. I mean, the gravity gun was a work of genius, that's true. Ooh, Two Dudes, hell yeah, man. Two Dudes is a local store in Elizabethton, Tennessee. I've talked about it in, I think, one of my Metroid videos in 2023, was it? Yeah. But they've always been very good to me. They let me borrow a DS when I needed it for a video. They've let me borrow various equipment, or not equipment, but, you know, games, for the sake of filming them. Someone tell him he can spring ball. You can spring ball? I didn't know that. You told me that. Mackenzie wrote some signs in case Samus got lost. You can spring ball! Can you do it without... Oh, yeah. You just hit the jump button. I was like... Yeah, it's one of the Metroid videos I did in 2023. Like, I show footage of it and everything. Oh, it was the... I think it was the Metroid 2 Redux. Because they replaced the battery in that game for me, I believe. If I remember right, I think that's why I talked about them. But yeah, I've had, like, anytime you see, like, footage of a retro game store in one of my videos, that's probably it. And yeah, the Johnson City Mall, love that place. I love, like, it just got under new owners, and I'm worried about what they're going to do to it. I saw a comment like, if the mall wants to survive, it needs to get out of the 90s. And I'm like, no, it's great. It's great that it still looks like this. I don't remember it ever not looking like this. And it's one of the only malls I know that's not, like, in a major metropolitan area that's still doing well. Like, it still brings in a lot of people. It still has lots of stores. I think being so close to the high school is a big part of the reason for that, because when I was in high school, it was very common for people, myself included, to, like, get out of class and then just walk there, because, you know, it was like probably about a 15-minute walk away from the high school. It is a Hello Kitty shirt. That is correct. That mall's packed 24/7 compared to other malls. Yeah. Me and Alicia went to the Bristol Mall very shortly before it closed, and it was creepy in there. One of those spaces where it's like there's supposed to be lots of people here, and there's almost nobody, and it's just weird. It's unnerving. Josh is a Sanrio girl? I don't... Through cultural osmosis, it's impossible not to know a lot about Sanrio, I feel like. I wouldn't consider myself to be a fan on the level of, like, my wife, but I have a favorite Sanrio character, and that's Choco Cat. But all right, I'm gonna get to it. This will be the third and final part, so I'll probably go for about another 30 minutes or so, maybe a little longer. But like I said, I already have. It's already going to be a little bit overwhelming how much writing I'm going to have to do after all this. So I don't want to go for too much longer, but like I said, really, really wanted to get to the motorcycle. Oh, actually, before I do that... Ooh, I love Agritsuko. We need to get caught up on that. Need to see if we've gotten any more toward the fundraiser. There's probably a way to make this easier. I know there's definitely a way to like make that update automatically. I don't know what it is right now. Oh, there is something. Well, thank you so much. I don't know if you guys are okay with me like naming you right now. I guess you are. I mean the names that are on Ko-Fi, that's like public, isn't it? I think. Let me check that. Yeah, for this stream, thank you so much to Xbike, McTankies, and Sadudyoy. So for number 2, what I was saying, I said this earlier, but I'll repeat it. Doing a fundraiser for new equipment. The first thing I wanted to get was a new capture device, because this one's getting pretty old and wonky. The second thing we're working on now is like a green screen backdrop, so I can, key myself out and just have, like a blank background behind me. So yeah, that's so far. It's Sadudyoy, McTankies, and Xbike. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Mark Gilmore's like, I know it's going to be a while, but can't wait to see your critique of this game. It is going to be a while. I was like, man, it sure would be nice if I could get it done before Christmas, but that's never going to happen. If I rush to do that, the quality would suffer so hard. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. Oh yeah, you watched for 7 years, Chris Beach, before realizing we live in the same area. Yep, lived here in Johnson City all my life. Now that Alicia's graduating in like a week, yeah, so he's gonna be looking for work, so we might actually be escaping soon. But yeah, elementary school, middle school, Indian Trail, Science Hill, ETSU, the classic Johnson City experience. Can't wait for the Prime 4 critique in 45. The geek critique for Metroid Prime 4 will probably take less time to make than the game itself did. That's all I can promise right now. But alright, let's get back to it. And also, I just want to say, thank you guys for being cool, like, in the chat, and not, spoiling things. It's a little dangerous for a streamer to not look at the chat and to say I'm not looking at the chat. So I appreciate you guys for being on good behavior and everything, and not trying to spoil me and stuff like that. Yeah, everybody found me in 2016, 2017. It seems like, for the most part, that's when that first Metroid series I did really blew up. But all right, getting back to it now. Throw this over here. SO5. Okay. A 3D print me a suit. I was waiting to see if that's what it was going to be called. They're trying so hard to sell me on that amiibo. Driver registration. Okay. So I'm guessing you can probably summon it anywhere, like out in that desert I was in before. Alright, so we're going with traditional vehicle controls and not Halo-style vehicle controls. I was curious about that. Well, it's no speed booster. But there is never a scenario where I will complain, oh, speed limited, boo! Just gotta get off all... I don't want to get off! There's probably some reason to. Ooh! In line with the morph ball, that transition was very cool too. And the bike's gone. That's it. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Okay, yeah, that's pretty neat. You just... It just completely stops existing when you get off of it. Okay, was there anything else that I needed to do back there? Or were we just getting the map? I've been here before, haven't I? Or maybe not. I don't know. Do I go on? I'm gonna say that I want to keep like being on the bike for now. Nice. But I haven't got a spinner. The test circuit. See, anytime a game even makes the implication that I'm about to get into a, like some sort of a speed test or a time trial, I'm like, oh boy, come on. I played Titanfall 2 for the first time the other day, and for like 45 minutes, all I did was just run and run and run that little test course at the beginning of the game. probably stop yapping and pay attention, huh? What are we doing? Is there a way to open this? Nearby map station. Okay. Like... oh, offline. Okay. Activate the lightning towers then. I see. I think. Maybe. No, I don't see it all. Do I need to bring it over here? I do really appreciate it's very silly how like you jump off your bike and then you look and then it's just gone. But that is better than the alternative of having to like go back to it every time, or you know, if it worked like the horse in like Epona. And you had to like wait on it. This is a sci-fi setting. You can get away with things like that. Alright, see, the game has made a fundamental error here because it's presented me with the option, with the suggestion that I'm going to have, that there's a time trial course here. Some sort of a speed course. But I don't think I can get to it right now, or the way to get to it is to just keep going. So, I guess that's what I'll do. Map station. Oh, did I go in a big circle? Or what? Oh. Do I... okay, I'm doing it wrong. Okay, yeah, I went in a big circle. I think. Aw. Why am I speed limited? I just want to run into these guys. Okay, this isn't working. You guys get that thing in video games where when you're about to eat it, Like, you really lock in and you get, like, 10 times better. My friends and I always notice that phenomenon, like, if you were down in Smash Brothers. Like, on your last life, you would magically play much better. Linked bomb slot. That one? I guess not. This is a little bit embarrassing. I feel like, you know, when I'm just making a video without letting people see it, I can properly contextualize what an idiot I am if I want to talk about it. In this case, you just get to see it. Ooh, you can go directly... Okay, you can go directly from the morph ball to the suit. Or to the bike. That's neat. Can you go the other way? Can't go the other way. Oh, you can do that. That's sort of the same thing. This game is so cool. Okay, let's see. What the fuck am I trying to do? Right. Activated using the linked bomb slot. What? Okay, that thing... Linked bomb slot. Over here? I don't think so, but I need more of these anyway. Do I need to try to get up there? I don't know if I can do that. Or is this just not even what I need to be trying to do right? Hey! Guess it was worth it for that, if nothing else. Okay, I can't get up there. At least guessing that's what I need to be doing. Make progress here, so... Try going back. Okay, but I don't have the boost ball, so... Yeah. Worth a try anyway. Aw, man. I didn't mean to do it again. Save room. This is back where I started, isn't it? I think it is. Then... yeah. Okay, so maybe I did need to just branch off back there. Because that's where the track was... and that's where I started. Alright. Another save room. Might as well take it. So you can see why I'm so confident now that I wouldn't be able to get this done by Christmas. I saw somebody in the chat say they beat it already. That would be very, very difficult for me. That said, assuming I am on the right path here, I don't know how I feel about, you know, all this build-up for the motorcycle, for Viola, and then just having you immediately have to, like, get off of it and go do more of this. But again, I could be totally wrong about how long this section is even going to be and what I'm even doing. It just seems like after introducing that, you'd want to let the player have, like, you know, a good long while with it. Get used to it. Gonna keep doing that. When you defeat a group of enemies and another identical set instantly spawns, it makes you think you're doing something wrong. Like you're missing something. And if it happens again, I'll know. But okay, I think it was just like that. That's Mackenzie's signs. My first girlfriend was named Mackenzie. I mean, maybe I'm a little biased because of that. We were like 14. It lasted for like a week. It was one of those relationships. Relationships, in massive sarcasm quotes. Notice these combat arenas keep putting, like, supply crates around. Like, it would have been nice to get missiles that time. Also, I'm starting to understand why they don't let you play in hard mode straight off. You know? I feel like this game is introducing like so many new mechanics that even if you've played and mastered the previous Prime games, that would be a little dangerous. I still rather they let you do it. It's just I wasn't expecting to, you know, be taking so many hits and be on this low health this early in the game. What is that thing? Ooh. Oh, well, I mean, that'll be useful later. Ooh, we might have a dead hedgehog here shortly. I don't know how to dodge this thing. Man, it's hard. Just continually moving seems to be helping. Jesus. Like I said, you're about to die and you get superpowers. Still low, though. You kill me. You know, I promoted that I was doing this stream on Blue Sky by making a joke about the intro of Sonic 2. That this was going to be Samus Aran and Miles Tails McKenzie in ... I was expecting him to be a much bigger part of this than he has been. Oh, the elevator stopped. Oh, God! Yeah, I think one of those guys sabotaged it. Yeah, I've realized at this point that unless you need to know, there's no reason to even bother scanning these things. Does it count toward your logbook percentage? Maybe. But I do not care. This seems like it has a lot in common with the previous, like, area of the facility I was in. But it's much more, like, broken down and dilapidated. Yeah. They keep talking about, like, the machine era, the psychic era. I wonder if that's pointing toward... like this being an earlier era's version of the same facility. I bet those flying drone guys are going to attack me when I'm trying to do this time. I am not a betting man. This is the most well-defended vehicle factory I've ever seen. I'm invulnerable for long. It's kind of weird right after you use the control beam that you're still in, like, the scanning mode. Like, that kind of keeps throwing me off. It's like my instinct is like, well, I just fired a shot, I need to keep... now I can keep firing. This thing drops tons of health. Yeah, that was cool. Oh, God. Thank you again to whoever told me that I could, that I could do a ball jump. So used to the GameCube version of Prime 1 where you don't have that. Oh, shit. Yeah, I have officially played too much without writing now. This is gonna take a while. I didn't mean to do that. This is giving me, like, strange memories of playing Metroid Prime Hunters online a long, long time ago. I didn't play it much, but just seeing another character who moves so much like Samus running around. Now, I guess Samus doesn't do that. Oh, God! Oh. Nice. This is like his version of the Morph Ball. Ilex the Chameleon. Okay, you know what? Jeez. Well, he stopped for a second. Maybe that's not how that's done. Just he moves too quickly. Maybe I just suck too hard. Oh, don't do the tornado move again. I mean, that psychic variant seems to work well if, like, you need health. Anyway. Which I might soon. Yeah, let's give him another one of those. You drop that thing as soon as you get hit, though. Gotta keep in mind where he is relative to where I am. Yeah, it's better than nothing. I just have lots of trouble hitting him with that. You've got to do it multiple times, that's why. Okay, so the psychic variant works just as well. It's just after a few hits, that's when he stops. That makes more sense. I thought I, like, had to hit him while in Morph Ball Bomb mode. Okay. Almost. What? I don't believe it. I thought that was it. I thought we were at the end of the game. I wonder why it was doing that, though. Why it was, like, pretending to be him. Okay, I desperately need to find a save point. It might be a couple of days before I stream again, just because there's going to be so very much to write about. Because I basically have to go all the way from, like, right after you've just met Mackenzie, all the way to now. And we're still going. Well, I don't have a way to pull it. Just keep running into the wall. Keep going up. I just want to be on the bike all the time. Or maybe they'll make a Metroid Prime racing game after this. What are those? And more floor. I don't have time to deal with you guys right now. Do you have any idea how much writing I've got to do? Script's gonna be like twice as long as it is now by the time I'm done. It's pretty long already. Okay, so just at a start for the next writing session, I'm gonna need to talk about my First impressions of Miles, the control beam, the memory fruit, Carvex, psychic energy puzzles, maybe touch on like the whole machine era, psychic era thing. Still on Vuros. Running to the other end of the tunnel. That was funny. Cool mechanisms. And the Ola and the Silex boss. Or fake Silex boss. All right. How's it going, chat? Hard mode destroys your soul, not gonna lie. Yeah. Considering how tough normal mode feels already, I kind of figured that. What's wrong with saying yapping? Man, my arms hurt. I went to the gym today before I started. Definitely feeling that. I think we got a new addition to the fundraiser. Let's see. Yeah, thank you. To Jay. And by the way, like it says up here, I'm going to do a Q&A vid. I'll probably post it on the secondary channel, which is called TGC Genesis. You can like it's in the it's on the channel page. You'll be able to find it if you want to subscribe to that. That'll be like, you know, it will. I think I'm going to start using that channel for like stuff where it's not scripted, but it will still be edited. It won't just be an uncut video of me talking to the camera. It'll be basically just answering questions and kind of maybe I'll put up graphics if it's something relevant. But yeah. All right, what was that? We were okay. So the fundraiser number 2 is working. We're working on a green screen for like a green screen backdrop that like hangs that I can put behind me here in the living room. The first equipment, which we've already passed, equipment fundraiser number 1 was for a 4K video capture device, which I guess is going to be a little funny because I'll order it and then it'll probably get here and like some of my Metroid Prime 4 footage will be in 4K and then this early section won't be. So, but that's okay. It'll all work out. TGC Unfiltered, yeah. Well, I called it TG. The secondary channel is called Genesis because at one time the plan there was to start doing like Let's Plays on there again with me and Alicia. And we just didn't really. We enjoyed it, but like trying to do anything else while doing this at the same time, like everything just feels like it takes away focus. Getting ripped like Samus, God, I wish. I will never be in that kind of shape. Well, thank you, Pari, says, trying to avoid spoilers on this game before I get it for Christmas, but I can't help but tune into this. I mean, if it helps, I'm still really early in the game. Like, this is still first couple hours stuff. They say TGC is literally my favorite video game channel on YouTube. Well, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. God, yeah, I know. The art direction is incredible. But all right. So, I've been going for 3 hours. Jeez. I was so excited, and I am so excited. It's such a strange feeling because like Mostly, I just want to keep playing, which is a really, really good sign, you know? Uh, but I can't because I have to write about the game now. So that's going to take me a couple days anyway. Reptile Restaurant. I'm really enjoying it so far. I have some early criticisms to make too, but like I don't want to go too hard in on them yet because I'm not sure how it's going to work out. There's, probably my biggest point of criticism so far is just what I experienced like in the last 40 minutes where it's like the game makes such a build up to the bike and then you finally get the bike and then all you're supposed to do with it is write it right down one tunnel and then get off and then go do something else, which I feel like is just a really unnatural thing to do. Like my inclination was like, well, I can't just get off here. I probably need to keep going, right? But I'm sure based on, I was in that desert area earlier, that very open desert area, and I'm sure I'm going to have a lot more opportunity to be on that thing. Missed out on the fake Silex fight. Did the scan indicate anything was amiss? I don't think so. It said that there was psychic energy blocking scanning anything else. So I guess there was that. But all right, thank you guys so much for watching. Double super special thank you to the people who donated. It's gonna be nice to get some new equipment in here, and hope you enjoyed it. My my naked man cup is empty, which means it's time to go. Until next time. If Alicia was here, she would say, drink plenty of water, take care of yourselves, and do that. But as I always say, you keep geeking, I'll keep critiquing. Thank you for watching.